My name is Quinn Pilgrim. You're tuned in to Sasha's Room. His first song is called Mr. Paradise, and it's a true story. On a quiet little corner, two quiet streets meet. An empty little bar stands housing many memories. Sometimes old friends and old men will leave behind a ribbon or a dollar bill for Mr. Paradise, for Mr. Paradise. He used to come in every day, always a dollar short. And when the barmaid asked for money, he'd always ask her what for. And soon enough his jokes and his endless flowing lines earned a high seat in the house for Mr. Paradise, for Mr. Paradise. He was jolly all the time, just like old Saint Nick. But sometimes there were moments when you'd see his eyes move quick. And he'd say so calm, my friends, I'm really doing fine. And we'd listen to more stories from Mr. Paradise, from Mr. Paradise. He said he'd been a tyrant, and he said he'd been a king. He said he saw poor Daniel get thrown into the lion's den. He said he conquered England in the year 1039, and we never questioned anything from Mr. Paradise, from Mr. Paradise. Running all the time, he said, was a hard thing to do, especially when the whole wide world don't even talk to you. And he said he never solved it or quite got it right, those things that kept him up at night. Oh, Mr. Paradise, oh, Mr. Paradise. His mama was a ghost and his daddy just a face, and the dollar he was born with was all he had to run the race. So when the world came crashing down and his mind didn't work right, all of society turned down. Oh, Mr. Paradise, oh, Mr. Paradise. One day Mr. Paradise came in looking pale. He was feeling crazier than a train run off the rails. And the last thing that he said with a bittersweet kind of smile was, friends, I hope to see you in another paradise, in another paradise. Well, a week went by and then a month, and the seasons came and went. In vain we hoped somehow that we'd see him once again. But I think we knew the truth, though we tried hard to deny, that he finally found his home in another paradise, in another paradise. So friends, I hope you see, and I hope you understand, that for the long downtrodden a golden rule does stand, and for the low down broken ones with wrong and reckless minds, if no one else will do it, we gotta make sure they're alright. Gotta make sure they're alright in their own paradise, in their own paradise. This next song is called Trouble in a Worried Mind. I've got a troubled and a worried mind. Yes, I wake up in the morning and I work myself blind. And the only time I get the rest I crave is when I'm laying low down in my grave. And my shoes don't fit right on my feet, and I got 100 holes in my bed sheets. Ain't had a meal in 30 days. Yes, I'm back to my troubled and my worried ways. I make enough money just to buy me dinner. Then the tax man comes in a 50-pound sinner. And I meet my pals for a little toke. Then they sparked up their heels and they thought I was a ghost. And I settled down for a little scrub. Then I get the strange notion to drown in the tub. Sometimes I think about World War III and how the atom bomb might incinerate me. Sometimes I feel the earth getting warm, and I think it might burn up all of my corn. And that little fact don't bother me, except without my corn I got no whiskey. Everybody's saying that we should have started praying, 'cause there's a couple hundred dead in the grave they're laying. Some kind of brand new old super bug. Yes, it makes some bored with the little shoulder shrug. Now I don't care much for politics, 'cause my old head is just a little too thick. So I'll keep troubling and worrying and a-walking, and I won't have to hear that big man talking. That was Trouble Worry Mind. This next song I'm going to do is called Helpless One. when the sleeping night is woken by my dreams, and every street runs through my brain. The lonely lampposts cast a purple shade on me, while I try my best to define pain, singing helpless one, past the beer and time, singing helpless one, throw your fear to the rain. Thrown naked like a babe into the storm, rocked in a cradle endlessly turning, cursed by hopes and dreams without any form, and a heart that's cold but burning, singing helpless one, past the beer and time, singing helpless one, throw your fear to the rain. Cherished moments called always passing into the past from aging present. Sounds of cannons constantly blasting from the soul longing for no false blessings, singing helpless one, past the beer and time, singing helpless one, throw your fear to the rain. Shackled by the child, trapped inside the man, tragically forgotten as the keys of the cage constructed from the fragments of the stands against infant wonder and young dreams, singing helpless one, past the beer and time, singing helpless one, throw your fear to the rain. As the sun attempts to lift my weary eyes, gathering her gift I leave the shade, but the sun is just the moon in an elegant disguise, and the night returns to sheathe the sunlight blade, singing helpless one, past the beer and time, singing helpless one, throw your fear to the rain. I will carry my whole home on my back and feel a bed in every boxcar floor. Aim my sight towards the endless winding track, bound for the future, wanting no more. Singing wealthy one, past the dirt and rags. Singing wealthy one, throw your fear to the rain.